but most men fear Brok Weaver.
The debut of the first bare knuckle MMA promotion in over 2 decades.
And it has been cool.
Yes, it has. Already a rousing success.
So you look at Wright, he's just so there's sort of an emotional readiness that there's a target zone you want to get into when you're fighting. And you get the feeling that Wright has been brought up a little by Weaver's intensity.
Really nice with the inside kicks.
Bouncy southpaw stance, switching stances for Weaver. Locked up in the clinch.
Weaver's chill, digs underneath on the one side, still controlling the head. Yeah, of course, we see this and we often think about a choke, and there is one there, but you can use the head to control your man in many ways.
Absolutely, and the more weight you put on that head, the more wear and tear he's going to get, and he's going to get tired carrying your weight.
We can control the chin, we can control his spine, we can fatigue him like you're saying. We can slow it down, speed it up.
Another aspect of no gloves is how much easier it is to get that underhook.
Yeah, look, using sort of the scapula, like gripping that scapula with his hand. Again, a smaller, tighter hand enables you to get these little biological handles a little bit easier.
No question.
Well, I think it's easy to tell who the fan favorite is here.
I mean, when you're right, you took a fight on less than 3 days' notice. You come in here against a tough guy and they boo you. That sucks, straight up.
Rough business.
You are the Washington Generals.
Yeah, that's right. God, Weaver is just so chill. And yeah, look, Dan, you're talking about, how about this weight he's got on him now with getting the head lower than the pelvis? It's got to be fatiguing.
It is, and it's a great job. You see how far away he was from locking those hands, and you're just not going to get that takedown without that. You're better off shifting to the single, which he's now trying to do.
There's a lot of simple principles that we try to do here. One of them is just keep the head lower than the hips, or keep the head up super high. And we've seen Weaver do both here in these scenarios. Bury the head, keep the hips high, and then drive the head straight up.
Great job, and then reversing the position when he got the opportunity.
Yeah, Weaver's itching to land some knuckles here.
Whether the burst of energy was Cliff Wright's game plan, Brok Weaver, keep it coming like a Robin Black energy drink.
I should have my own energy. So Weaver actually flipped the script a little bit here. You want to be unpredictable. There's an elbow over the top. You want to be unpredictable. It's part of the game. Deception. All combat is rooted in deception. There's an elbow.
There's another one.
He didn't come out like a storm at the beginning. So it would be just, a little bit confusing to Wright if that's what he expected.
I think he's more confident in his skill base right now. He's going to wait for the opportunity.
Big combo, got the uppercut.
And when he gets it, he's going to take it.
That pocket, as people call it in the boxing game, just finds it in there. Short hooks, uppercuts, and elbows. But hey, the Goblin, Cliff Wright, give him credit, man. We're 3 minutes into this, and he has managed himself, and he's managed Brok in a few of these minutes as well.
Look how much simpler it is to replace that underhook.
Yep, just dig it right in, slide it in there.
Slid the left elbow in over the top.
Again here, look at the position of hip to head. Now the hips are lower than the head, and he's getting underneath him. Now he doesn't have his hands joined, but it's like a deadlifter or a squat. If you can get your hips underneath and your chest high, but look, Brok just lifts him right up.
Very, very good work by Brok.
In these
wrestling, so important.
Wright trying to place that arm.
Yeah, little snap downs and pull downs and a knee. Good for Wright, man. And Brok just feeds him the elbow bone.
He's doing some damage from inside like that.
Yep. Hooks, uppercuts, elbows, knees, and then now
big takedown.
And it wasn't even really the low back pressure. It was just turning him.
Yes, it was.
Now, right hip and left shoulder. There, the left shoulder's pinned. That contralateral diagonal body control is what Brok was looking for, but now instead he's crowding the hips.
Couple body shots, slid the elbow down into the rib cage.
Coach, we talked about that earlier. Keep his feet off the mat. He can't stand up.
No, he can't. Brok's a lengthy southpaw. He's actually been...
It's a triangle.
A little bit of a sparring partner for Dustin Poirier getting ready for Conor. Good posture by Brok.
Yeah, smart. Yeah. Now, but there's a nice bite down. You can convert this here. Good work by Wright. He didn't get the triangle, but bit down to pull his man down lower.
Slid the big right in, did Weaver. Final 10 seconds.
Weaver wants to do damage here. If you do damage in these final 10 seconds, you can take away a little bit of the moment in between where he's hearing in his ears. You take away a little bit of his minute.
Which is why that 30-second span where he was threatening with the triangle, even though it did not really come close, it just killed a lot of time that was left in the round, and Brok was forced to defend rather than do damage in that position.
Good work. That's credit to Cliff Wright, man. So much going on in every moment of every fight. You know, when you often will see that, it's like throws up a triangle, he missed it, or you'll see it against the fence, and we might think, oh, failed at the takedown. But these are not attempted takedowns, and that triangle isn't only about the submission. There are many purposes to controlling your man and stealing minutes from him.
And as hard as it is for you or I to see what they're doing and try to figure out everything that's going on in there, imagine what it's like for them getting hit in the face with a bare knuckle punch at the same time.
I know. And that's sort of something else we do often, is we look at it and we'll judge their decision making. But these decisions are being made for them, and it's happening as a reflection of the training they did to get to this moment.
A lot of it just becomes muscle memory.
Yeah, we call it instinct, and we assume instincts are things you're born with, but you train instincts. Instincts are trained, they're programmed.
Almost like a computer.
Exactly. I like watching these guys fight. You just look at, they're very different.
Small teep there for Weaver.
Little change of his height, of his center mass, drops it down and then tries to enter with the hook.
And big body shots.
And you just prior to those body shots, you saw some fatigue starting to set in, and that's certainly going to hasten that process.
Over the top with the left elbow.
There are all these moments in fighting that still exist where there are spaces and gaps.
Good knee pick.
Yeah.
Great knee pick.
So nice. And when he threw those 6 punches to the body, that's where there's just a little gap there. We have a space, so let's fill that space with damage.
Cliff Wright, just like he was the beginning of this fight, fighting for air.
Yeah, and Weaver will feel that. You'll feel the chest rising as he's trying to bring cold air into his hot lungs. You'll hear the wheezing. You start to hear this wheezing sound, and you know your guy is fatiguing, and it'll actually make Weaver even more aggressive.
Going in on that
head. The back of the head. And there's no better sound to a fighter in MMA than to hear their opponent getting tired.
Yep, and you feel it, you hear it, you sense it, and you're right, it drives you even stronger. This is going to be done real soon if Cliff Wright doesn't get his way out of here. Not only is he taking damage, but he's fatigued now. It's getting into a dangerous position here for him.
And you can see Brok being really careful not to hit the back of the head. He landed a couple of shots there, the ref warned him, and he may have felt his hand too. Again, the wrist control on the outside arm. How's Weaver and how's Clifford going to get up?
I hadn't seen that. I was looking in there and wondering if he was holding the hip bone but no, he's riding the wrist, the far wrist.
It was trying to posture, just couldn't get against the cage, couldn't get there.
Cage wrestling and wrist control is not everything, but it's a big part of everything.
And I don't want to ride the lack of gloves all night, although I think we've done a fairly fair job of discussing the realities of it.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And it makes a difference here in these scenarios. Look at him controlling those wrists. And now feeding the smaller weapon, too, without the glove, that little opening under the armpit, the opening near the neck. See here, he's able to get the smaller bony weapon in.
You don't need the space to land it.
Yep. Jeez, this is getting rough now.
Yeah, you said this is going to be over soon. And that's it.
Yeah. You gotta love Brok Weaver, man. This guy was born for bare knuckle MMA.
And you see his progression. He did not come in hell-bent on getting a quick finish. He was methodical, he was tactical, he landed shots in close, took his man down and got the finish. Good job, Brok.
The 17th professional win for the man they call Chatatoshka, representing the Mawa band of Choctaw Indians.
That is a bare knuckle MMA fighter. That's what that is right there. That is the prototype. Brok Weaver is the prototype of what you're looking for here.
And this is the platform maybe that he always dreamed of.
Yep. Yeah, never have you seen somebody fit in so well into a show, Dan Lambert.
Yeah, I think Brok was made for this.
Credit to Cliff Wright for taking this fight on such short notice. But ran into the energy burst. Brok Weaver knew he was getting his opponent tired.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, John Dixon, called a halt to this bout at 2 minutes and 38 seconds of round number 2, declaring a winner by TKO, Brok Chodotuska Weaver.
And let's go to Robin Black with our winner.
I am here with your winner, Brok Weaver. Hey, what's up, King Mo? What's up? Brok Weaver, man, you were built for bare knuckle MMA, correct?
I'm built to fight, regardless the weight, regardless who, regardless gloves, no gloves. I'm built for this shit, all of it.
Absolutely the truth, and you see it. When you come out here and you're standing there about to fight, there's a joy in you that you get to come in here and do what you were meant to do.
You know what? I don't even give the credit to me. It's the first time in years I've been back home. I'm fighting around my crowd. So you look, I got all the Moas in this bitch. So look, hey, calm down. Cause you all know what I'm about to say. Raise your glasses, cause if this was an ocean, I'd swim to the bottom. But this ain't no ocean. I'm a big and I don't give a fuck.
Let's hear it for Brok Weaver. Man, that you don't watch you fight, you feel you fight when you're out here. You can see it, you can feel it, man. They feel it right now. You earned this moment. Say anything you gotta say, thank anybody you gotta thank.
Hey, y'all already know I'm coming straight after the man himself. Dana, I had real fun tonight. I took a 2 week notice, 5 different opponents, 5 different weight classes. Shit. Man, look, if you don't hurry up giving my job back, I'm gonna make George my permanent boss, and I'm gonna bloody these knuckles up on everybody. So look, you ain't even got a July 10th. I've been training with Dustin for Connor. I didn't get hurt tonight. I'm gonna go right back and continue to count with him, and we're gonna sleep the Irishman again. But there's 5 lightweights on that card. If anybody backs off, you and Sean know my number. I'll even fight for free, cause shit, I've been broke my whole life. I'm still broke, and I just love to fight.
Ladies and gentlemen,